afraid of the dark? Are you scared?
Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mid Pokemaster here, and today we're bringing you the next battle in the BBR, and today we face the most beautiful human being on the face of YouTube, my best friend of all time, the most beautiful soul I have ever met in my entire life, the man that just does everything for me, the man that makes my life so much easier, the person I just cannot live without, Grandmaster D-Ray. What's going on, beautiful people? I am the Grandmaster, and I also go by D-Ray, and I'm your coach of the San Diego Snuggers, and today we're facing off against Mid Pokemaster, my brother. Oh, I made myself laugh there. You guys like my mid impression? So as you can see, we have Mid's layout. We're looking like Mid Pokemaster out here. Why? Because amongst our just not wanting to care about Pokemon right now, I just forgot to hit the record button, so here we are. I forgot to hit the record button, so Mid has been so gracious and kind to lend me his side of the battle. Unfortunately, this is going to be a post-com of what our Pokemon battle was like a week ago, so bear with me as I slowly start to remember how this match goes. You and I are first going to be, looking at the scene together. Do me a massive favor, guys. Down in the description below will be a link to Mid Pokemaster's channel. If you're not subscribed to him already, please do me a massive favor. Please do so. It means the absolute world to me. And without further ado, let's just hop on into the matchup. I'll throw his team up on screen. I should probably have it here for me to be able to follow along with you guys, right? But Mid has a team consisting of Melmetal, Salamence, Sylveon, Mienshao, Vikavolt, Paliswan, Quillfish, Persian Alola, Eldegoss, Oranguru, and Mud Bray. Now, I brought some memes. I brought some good heat sets. The biggest meme, my most favorite meme, was the set that I used to make my front office member, OG Albina, extremely upset. We're going to go ahead and pull up the team I think that we brought. I think it's still here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. So we have Slowbro, Argoon, with Rocky Helmet, Regenerator, Ice Beam, Scald, Slack Off, and Teleport. We have Pretty Fizz, Def. We have Hippowdon with Leftover, Sandstream, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Whirlwind, Slack Off, and we're Pretty Spit Def. We have Clefable with Leftovers, Underwear, Moonblast, Wish, Protect, Heal Bell, Super Fizz Def. We have Dracozolt, Thicky Cheese, which is the meme set of the week. We have the Fire. Listen, guys, I have no reason not to bring Sand Rush. I have Sand from Hippowdon. I can run Sand Rush. It'd be faster than anything he wants to do. But that's not fun. We're not in playoffs. Our season is done. We're having a good time. So I wanted to piss off. I have it in my notes to make Owen mad. He thinks I didn't, but I really did. So instead, we prepared for Intimidate Salamence. So we put Adrenaline Orb on our Dracozolt. We put Adrenaline Orb on our Dracozolt. So Adrenaline Orb is to pop with the Intimidate from Salamence, even though, again, I could run Sand Rush, but instead this is funnier. And so we have Draco Meteor to outspeed the Salamence and knock it out with Draco, which would be absolutely funny. Rock Blast is there for substitute on the Vikavolt, which could be pretty nice. Also, the Iron Tail is there for the Paliswan as well as the Sylveon, yeah. And then we have Nautilus the Colossal with Heavy Duty Boots, Flame, Body Flamethrower, Heavy Slam, Stealth Rock, and Rapid Spin. We have Torrent Offensive with Life Orb, Regenerator, Air Slash, Heat Wave, Icy Wave, Knockoff. So that is the team we brought. Mid disrespected my squad and didn't put Mimikyu on the layout, so there she blows. Without further ado, let's just hop right on into the matchup. Again, do me a massive favor, guys. Head down to the description, subscribe to Mid, and if you're new here, again, if you enjoy what you see so far, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, hit the bell button so you can notified every single time we post a new video. We're gonna lead off with Hippowdon. He leads off with Persian. Now, I'm gonna big brain this some bitch, and I'm gonna be like, man, he's gonna want to keep me from setting up Stealth Rock, so he's gonna go for time. So we're gonna attack him instead. So it's pretty big brain to me, if I so say so myself. Just kidding. So it does indeed go for the taunt. We go for Earthquake to gauge how much damage this is gonna do, and it does jack shit. That's like 25% to a Persian. Are you fucking kidding me? Fur Coat only activates when you touch the thing, and it did that little. This thing is super fat. So on this play, I'm going to anticipate him bringing in the Vikavolt on a free switch if I'm going to spam Earthquake. Maybe I don't have another attacking move, so he goes for the parting shot, and I'm going to go for the Stone Edge. And mind you, I'm going to be -1. That's completely fine. But we're going to attempt to predict the fact that he brings in the Vikavolt and go for the Stone Edge. We do hit, but he does bring the Sylveon instead. At -1, it does a decent chunk. So that tells me, man, you really could be offensive. He told me before the battle, bro, I'm going to bring offensive Sylveon, and I didn't believe him. But with that damage, I probably would anticipate maybe he's offensive Sylveon, or he could be Spadef. I don't know. But from here, he goes for a big brain play. He goes for a baton pass on my switch. Colossal is my switch into Sylveon. He goes for the baton pass to get a free switch in. Now, I made the biggest dong play here. He's gonna anticipate me to switch out because I don't want to take a Scald or a Liquidation, but instead we're gonna stay in early, get up Stealth Rock. But he shows that he has taunt on his freaking Quillfish. Not only does he have taunt on his Persian, but he also has taunt on his fucking Quillfish. So this man does not want me to get up Hazard. So unfortunately, we don't get the Stealth Rock up. And now I am forced to switch out here. He's gonna get up his Toxic Spikes. That's fine. There's nothing I can do about it. He does beat my spinner 1v1. It is what it is. It is what it is. So we do switch out here. We do bring in Tornadus on the anticipated Liquidation. So from here goes, the anticipated Toxic Spikes, and to see if he has Liquidation or Scald. So from here, we bring our especially offensive Tornadus and ready to wreak absolute havoc. I don't think he wants to stay in here. Maybe he predicts me to go for a Defog, but instead I'm going to go for a knockoff to get off either this thing's Black Sludge, whatever item that comes in. He brings in the Melmetal and we get rid of his leftovers. Tells me he's not Choice Banded, obviously. So maybe this thing is defensive, which is super duper annoying. Please don't be some kind of Toxic Stall Protect set mid. But again, it's mid, and as you can see on your screen, homeboy brought the fucking Toxic Stall Protect set, whatever. Anyway, I could go for a Heat Wave, but again, if he had leftovers, most likely he's running a lot of bulk in the Spadef side for this thing. So instead, I'm gonna hard switch out, not wanting to take a double Iron Bash, and I bring a Hippowdon instead of Slowbro to scout to see if he has Thunder Punch, because Thunder Punch is pretty free to hit the Tornadus or the Slowbro that was incoming. So instead we bring in Hippowdon first to scout to see if he does have the Thunder Punch, but instead he goes for Protect because he wants to scout what we do, and we double out into Colossal. The reason we do that is because we do have the Flamethrower on the naughty list, so that we have the super high percentage chance to get that Flame Body if he goes for the double Iron Bash, because it is a multi-hit move. So we'll go for the Rapid Spin here to get rid of the Toxic Spice because it's absolutely free. He does not want to stay in with his Melmetal to take a big Fire Blast to the face. So lucky enough, we do get the Toxic Spikes off the field before Slowbro comes in, which is super duper nice. Now we're in square one now. His stupid Quillfish is in front of me. I can't do anything to hit it. I am forced to switch out. I'm not going to make the same play I made earlier. It's too obvious now. So we bring in Thicky Cheese on the anticipated Toxic Spikes. Maybe he wants to set that stuff up. But instead, I try to make a play, bring in Dragozol. He goes for the Poison Jab, and he does a lot of damage. That's a Quillfish, bro, but it still does so much damage to Thicky Cheese. And Thicky Cheese is thick, bro. Thicky Cheese is thick. I know he's going to bring in the Pilot Swine, so I go for the Iron Tail here. It does jack shit to the Pilot Swine. So I'm like, whoa, this thing is fat a la madre. So I can't stay in. I don't want to take an Earthquake to the face. I do think that I bring in Slowbro here, if I do remember correctly. Slowbro was the play in case he goes for an ice move. Slowbro was the play. He goes for a Toxic. The gods are looking amongst us. Shout out to Arceus. He misses the Toxic. Also, it could be because Slowbro be skillfully dodging. So now from here we can fire off a Scald. Absolutely free. We do a lot of damage to this. We can grab a burn, or if he wants to switch out, which is he does indeed do that, we can burn whatever wants to come in. So in comes the Persian. Fun fact, I did not think he would bring the stupid Persian, so I did not speed creep this Persian with my Tornadus. So theoretically this Persian could be the fastest Pokemon in the game. So I want to get rid of this stupid motherfucker. So I know he's gonna go for a knockoff. That's fine. I can live without my heavy duty boots, especially because the Melmetal has proven to be some stupid Protect Toxic shenanigans. Bulky is not offensive. So I stay in, take the knockoff, get rid of my Rocky Helmet, get the Rocky Helmet chip, we fire off a Scald, and we knock out the fucking Persian. So super duper clutch for us. I wanted to get rid of this thing to ensure that Tornadus was the fastest Pokemon in the game. Mission accomplished. Down goes the Boozy. And from here, I do think he brings in the Vikavolt, if I remember correctly. Mid, make your move, brings in Vikavolt. So now, from here, I'm thinking, he has a 50-50 here. He can go for Bug Buzz or he can go for the Thunderbolt. So at this moment, I'm thinking to myself, okay, 50-50. I don't know what this thing has. He probably has Thunderbolt. He could have Bug Buzz. Both moves are super effective against Slowbro. I got a 50-50 here. I got a bunch of chip damage on Dracozolt. The meme set's not gonna work. Fuck, a freaking Salamence didn't show up. Adrenalure makes no sense. It is what it is. So instead, we're gonna go ahead and bring in that said Thicky Cheese and hope that he goes for a Thunderbolt. But alas, Mid big brains it, goes for a Bug Buzz, knocks out Thicky Cheese. Dracozolt goes down, does absolutely nothing this matchup. It is what it is. The meme set dies. Rip to see another day. But now at least we get a free switch in. And I'm thinking to myself, Colossal is absolutely free. Why not bring in Colossal, right? So from here, I don't know why I'm thinking so much. I should bring in Colossal right then and there. In comes Colossal. Homeboy doesn't want to take a flamethrower, so instead I take this opportunity to go ahead and set up my Stealth Rock. I figured this time, it's time for me to be able to punish his switches. Might as well, right? So from here we go for the Stealth Rock. Really nice for some chip damage. He has no way to remove them on his side of the field. Stealth Rocks are here to stay. Now, on this mode, I know he's gonna Scald me, so I have to switch out unfortunately. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Slowbro as my best play. I can eat the Scald, and he doesn't know all of my moves just yet. I can threaten him out with a Psychic move. Unfortunately, we did prepare too much for the Salamence, and he didn't bring that thing because offensive special Salamence, rips my team an absolute new one, and Homeboy did not bring it. So instead, we go for the Teleport to gain the momentum. In comes the Sylveon. I'm gonna take this opportunity to bring in Tornadus because I'm gonna call Mid on his bluff. He is not offensive Sylveon. If he's not offensive Sylveon, I'm gonna go for the Air Slash. It's a 2-shot. I anticipate this to be especially bulky. We have the chance to get the Air Slash. It was a huge mistake because we don't get the flinch, and he proves to be Specs Sylveon. Fuck. I had no reason to make that play except for the lulz. I had no reason to make that play except for the guts and the glory. Here we are without our offensive Tornadus. We have no more offensive pressure in this game. We bring in Clefable. I sped crept this thing. Apparently, I didn't realize that I missed. I did something wrong. And I wanted to outspeed this fucking Sylveon. And I made another misplay. I think I outsped it. I didn't outspeed it. And I take a fuck ton of damage that basically confirms the fact that this thing is Specs. But luckily, we were able to knock this thing out. Now, Clefable is sitting at like 30%, which absolutely sucks. Here we are. Stupid Quillfish being an absolute nuisance. I wish I had Psychic coverage on Slowbro. I don't because I prepared for offensive Salamence way too much. Mid, it gets Hurricane now. There's no reason for you not to bring especially offensive Salamence. It rips my team an absolute new one. Bends me over, but you didn't do it. We bring in Slowbro to continue to threat the fact that I have a Psychic type move because I haven't shown all 4, I believe. He goes for a taunt, we go for a Scald, anticipating him to switch out, but he doesn't, he stays in. And on this play, he goes for the big brain, he switches out to Melmetal, assuming that I would go for the Psychic type move, but instead we're gonna go for a Scald again. And luckily we do catch this thing with a burn, which is really, really nice. Melmetal has been neutered. It's gonna chip this thing down because he no longer has his leftovers from the knockoff from Tornadus. He shows me freaking Substitute. And after this Scald, I don't break it. I think, right? Yeah, I don't break it. So I'm like, damn, this thing's specially defensive. This sucks. Now he's gonna go for Toxic. He lands it. Unfortunately, the one-hit wonder Slowbro does not skillfully dodge this thing again. We have to go for a Scald. The second Scald does, in fact, break his sub, but now he can just go for Protect and be super duper annoying. So from here, I'm gonna switch out, get my Regenerator back. I know he's gonna go for some kind of stupid Protect shenanigans or whatever. So from here, we bring in the Naughty List. And on this play, he goes for the Double Iron Bash. He's already burnt, but so it does absolutely nothing. So here we are. We go for the Flamethrower here and knock off the Melmetal Fair. He stays in. This thing is like absolutely neutered anyway, so no drawback play from him. Now he can bring in the Vikavolt for free, but instead he brings the Piloswine in. I was hoping that he wouldn't think I would be special defensive from how well I took that double iron bash, but you know, it is what it is. He made a quick play, brought in the Pilot Wine. Now I'm forced to switch out because I don't want to take an earthquake to the face. We bring in the goons that are fully healthy. No, we bring in Hippowdon, yes. Because he took the Iron Tail so well, I assumed that he was super bulky for the Dracozolt. So I can 1v1 this thing. Unfortunately, I am poisoned, which is going to negate the leftovers, which can allow me to end this exchange on top. Because this Piloswine has there's no way to recover his HP. But we have Slack Off. So we go for an Earthquake to gauge damage. He goes for an Icicle Crash. From here, he does about 35%, which is about how much I anticipated. So on this next play, we go for a Slack Off. Again, if we weren't poisoned, we would end this exchange super duper healthy. But instead, we have to end up with enough health to be able to live a Bug Buzz from the Vikavolt because we're super Spadef on our like hella Spadef on our Hippowdon. So we have to end this exchange to be able to live at least one of the Bug Buzzes from Vikavolt. So we're gonna stay in on this thing and we're trying to whittle it down as best we possibly can. I believe on this play he anticipates me to switch out and he goes for a Earthquake, but we go for the Slack Off to stay as healthy as we possibly can. Goes for the Earthquake. Good position for us. Now we can fire off another move. Ice Crash is gonna really hurt. Ice Crash into Ice Shard would be the worst case scenario, but we're in this position. We have to commit to it. He goes for the Icicle Crash. Please don't flinch me. He doesn't. Instead, we go for the Stone Edge, anticipating him to go for the Vikavolt, but he doesn't. He doesn't want to get the leg up. He wants to stay safe. Absolutely fair. I'm beating myself because I'm trying to get mid on an over prediction, but my boy loves to play safe. So from here, I believe I switch out. I do, and he goes for the Stealth Rock. Pretty decent play, allows him to get up his Stealth Rock on his dying effort with this Piloswine. So we bring in the goons. Unfortunately, we do get poisoned. It is what it is. We go for the Scald. We knock out this freaking Piloswine. Big ass pain in the ass. But now we knocked out the Piloswine with Slowbro on the field. So what is this spell? V-I-K-A-V-O-T-O-L-T. I said an L in there somehow. Vikavolt. Now he can go for a Bug Buzz, absolutely free. He can go for a Thunderbolt. Bug Buzz is the right play because I still have Hippowdon. But in case he chokes, we go for Hippowdon anyway. It dies because of rocks. Awesome play by mid, but setting up the rocks. Last ditch effort. So at least we get a free switch into the naughty list, right? Optimism is 2020. So now we can threaten this thing. We do win this thing 1v1. We're super Spadef. We eat Bug Buzzes, we eat Thunderbolts, but homeboy reveals the Mud Shot. Mud Bomb, whatever the fuck it's called. Now I'm like, damn. I eat this thing's dual stabs for freaking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but my man decides to bust out the absolute fuego and gets me. Rip in the chat, baby. Rip in the chat. So instead, now this Vikavolt's gonna go ahead and clean house because now I lost Colossal. There's nothing that I could do. It is what it is. Vikavolt's just gonna wrap up this here matchup. So again, guys, if you please do me a massive favor, head down to the description below. Check out Mid's channel. He's the commissioner of the BBR. He's a near dear friend to me. I love him to death. He's an absolute workhorse of the community. You see him everywhere because he's super reliable. He's the owner of Kylie Jenner, the Gen bot, so we love him to death for all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this here so it doesn't go into black screen. Yeah, that's all I got, guys. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next matchup. I believe we play Feint Attacks and the Star Chews next week, so make sure you look forward to that. I'll give it to him. I'll give a good matchup to him because again, we're out of playoff contention, but we're just gonna go ahead and ride the wave, finish out the BBR, hit the reset button, meditate in the mountains. We've actually breaking the fourth wall here. We've been the leagues are slowly starting to end. I'm taking a lot of time for myself, kind of recharging the battery, so I'm feeling really good by the time you guys see this video, and got a lot of fun stuff to look forward to moving ahead. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Leave a like if you did enjoy. With that being said, I'm gonna get the heck up out of here. Have a great rest of your day, and above all else, be nice. Peace.